Hello, anyone out there who may have checked in already? Hi, Vanilla Bean. How are you? Good to see you. Wow, that's punctual, right? 6 o'clock. Wow, you have a good attitude, girl. Thank you. You never know, right? It's really strange when you do a live, and it's not like you have your audience just bought tickets and they're sitting in the front row seat. You kind of have to wait for people to come on. So, uh, yes, thank you, thank you. Oh, I've got two vanilla beans. Oh, are you guys on two different things? Doohickeys? Phones? Whatever? Hi, sweetheart. Oh, just a minute. Well, I've got you here. You guys, I don't know who's here yet, but I wanted to actually wish, oh, do I use that word? My oldest daughter. How about daughter number one? I want to wish her a happy birthday tomorrow. I don't even know if she wants anybody to know how old she is, but she's my firstborn. And as I told her earlier today, I was already in the hospital with her. Hi, Judith. How are you? So quiet. Okay. Is it too, can you guys hear me okay? Judith, I hope you're well. Okay. Vanilla Bean says so quiet. What, so quiet? Say how old she is or sit quiet, you can't hear me. I'm not sure now. Yeah, tomorrow is Christina's special birthday. Is that, oh, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, good. I thought maybe you couldn't hear me. Maybe you just wanted me to whisper child number one's age. It's okay, honey. Best years of your life, I'm sure. Good. I'm glad you're well. You know what? Actually, I've been in bed for 2 days. I had a cold. Okay, you don't mind going to, there you go. She doesn't mind me telling you guys how old she's going to be. Christina is going to be 46 tomorrow. Yes, of course. You already look even better than I do, honey. You do. It's in the genes. But yeah, actually, I was in bed for 2 days with a cold. Remember, Bill and I went out last Tuesday and we did the cherry blossoms. And the next day, I was all stuffed up. But, I'm thinking it could have been hay fever, but kind of took me down for 2 days. And I'm feeling quite a bit better today. So that's good. But I'm still kind of nasally and all up in my head. So I don't know where I'm going to be here for at least half an hour, at least, right? It's got to show up. I've got to show up. So you saw what I said about, there's just not that many of us here, but you know what? I think we don't have to wait. We start talking to whoever's here now. That's the polite thing to do. So I I don't know about you guys, but I think I've always had a really good attitude about aging and getting older. And I think I actually started doubting myself since I've been on YouTube. And I'm a pretty strong person, but I thought, wow, maybe it isn't just an attitude, and it's a number, but maybe I need to even do more to age gracefully. And so I really wasn't quite sure where I was going to go with that because I was feeling really out of sorts. Like I need to do more and be more. And I realized that I was losing my attitude about aging, and it's always been a pretty good one. I thought it. One of my videos way back, actually, I think I put it at the back, the end of this live as a trailer, and where every year, I didn't do it on my 30th, was because when I went to my 10 years of 30, I cried for the first 2 years, I think, because it was just so overwhelming to be in my 30s. But 40, 50, 60, they were fabulous. And I would stand in front of the mirror and say, the next 10 years are going to be the best years of your life. You're going to look better, be better. You're going to be all of that. And it was like it was making a decision and being all of that. And then all of a sudden I've started wavering a little bit, but I think I'm pretty well over it now. I think I just kind of needed an adjustment. But one of the things that we often talk about, and you see it all the time, is everybody says age is just a number. And I disagree. I really disagree. But this is the great thing about where we live. We can agree to disagree, and we all have our own opinions and thoughts about it. But this is where I'm at. If age is just a number, I have met women that are 50 years old, and you'd think they were 70 years old just because of their whole demeanor or where they, it's just who they are. Not knocking them for it, that's who they are. So, and I've met younger women so I sort of had the same experience. And then you can meet people that are like older or like myself. I don't think I'm defined as almost 71-year-old. Yeah, exactly. I think you need to be proud of your age. I'm really proud of the fact that I'm going to be 71 in a month and 32 days or whatever. And I don't, that's just a number. It's just a number. I don't think I look 71. I don't think I act 71. I don't think I don't know, dress like I'm 71, but I think I do it all within who I am. I don't know. It's just so complicated. Or it's not complicated, but it's because I think society and social media and all of that have kind of put us in a place that I don't know if I'm all that comfortable with it, because I think we start to second ourselves on who we are. I was watching, and this was hi Dee, how are you doing? You guys, I think you all know each other, but if you don't, make sure you get to know each other. Like I say, a friend is a stranger you haven't met yet, so don't forget that. But a couple of weeks ago, I think most of you know her, Sandra Hart. She's got a channel on YouTube, and she's been on TV and so forth. She's got some fame going with her as well. And she put out a community post about that she was going to be on the Tamron Hall show. I've never heard of Tamron Hall ever. But anyway, good. I'm glad you're good. Hi, Irina. How are you? Yes, age is a number. I think it's a good attitude too, though. And she's yeah, and she's strong and inspired and positive. Yeah. See, I think it is how we think. But anyway, so I decided that I was going to record the Tamron show because I wanted to see Sandra Hart on it. And they had Paulina Pliskova on. They had Christy Brinkley on and Justin Bateman. And she knocked my socks off because she has attitude. She doesn't, it's not about a number. It's about attitude. And she's got this unbelievable book that's called Face. And it's 1 square foot of skin. You guys have to get a book. I got it on iBooks, and it cost me like $20, but it's awesome. But I love the attitudes that people talk about. And I just mentioned if anyone cares how to what. Oh, I can't quite read that. Hello, everyone. I'm just going to mention anyone who cares some of the brushes are half price. I'll be back. Oh, after I buy some. Oh, okay. I've had the same brush forever. Anyway, so you guys, Tracy's got something to tell you, so you might just want to make a note of that. And you guys, Irina is somebody that I have as a friend, so do make sure you get to know her. Hi, Linda. How are you? So anyway, so I would definitely encourage you guys to, see if you can play that show back, that Tamron show back. And it was really interesting for me because I thought, you know what, is like we all it's our right, and we get to choose how we want to age. Now, because you know what? If that means putting on makeup, then that's what you do. That's how you decide to gracefully age. Wait, did I miss Lisa in here somewhere? Oh, hi, Lisa, my sidekick. We'll be back together next week, I think. Well, it depends. She's got a lot of stuff going on. She'll definitely be back next week. Okay, so you make sure you jump in here while you're here, Lisa, if you have anything to say. So it was really a great show. Like I say, I was a little bit disappointed in Christy Brinkley because it was kind of, she's doing it the way she wants to do it, but I was really uncomfortable with the fact she was doing exactly the way she wanted to do it. And then before the interview ended, she was showing you all the gadgets that you can buy from her to get that look. So that didn't impress me. But there was something that Justin Bateman, and it's actually a quote in her book. So this is just for educational purposes, but I really wanted to share this with you. And I think it's just a wonderful, wonderful quote. And it says, "To all the current and future older broads out there, may you always qualify for that honor." I thought that was a great quote in the book. And so I would really recommend if no matter what age you are, because I think the youngest person short story is 22 and the oldest person is 89. And I think they all have unbelievable attitudes. Hi, Han, how are you? Yes, I agree, Lisa. I think her message was uh, probably something that, you and I can probably relate to that more than some people, but I think it's what makes you comfortable in your own skin. That's what you got to do in order to age gracefully to get where we need to go. I've never looked at myself as like a really attractive woman or pretty, but my husband, that's just that's stuff I carry with me. But I have a great attitude about aging, I think. Until some days I kind of go, oh man, I don't know. It's just sometimes it feels really hard. Hi Jeff, how you doing? Saturday cheers. Oh, are you drinking wine? Oh, and he's such a wine connoisseur too. One of these days I'm going to be in Palm Springs and Jeff and I are going to shoot a video together sitting in some fabulous patio on no, I don't know. We like Palm Springs. I was going to say El Paseo. We have to go to El Paseo. We do it right in Palm Springs. There's lots of wonderful places. We'll have great wine. Yes, I am. Okay, well, I'm drinking water with lemon juice. There we go. I'm doing intermittent fasting. Okay, I just needed to do that. Um, so I okay, so you guys, so you're all on here. So whoever's on, we've got 10 people on here. Okay, if I was going to ask you a question, how many of you think that aging is an attitude? That aging, determining how a person talks to you and presents themselves is about attitude, not about a number. Okay, thumbs up for attitude if you think it's an attitude. I think it's an attitude. Don't, I think back on, I need to share this with you guys. Yeah, attitude. Me too. I think back about what I used to read as a younger woman. And I used to read this book all like in business towards like having the right attitude and pursuing, wealth and status and pursuing your dreams and all of that was about attitude. But I really think that life, everyday life, including aging, is all about our attitude. Again, yeah, exactly. And you know what? I don't think that a number has anything to do with that. Hi, Bears. Butters, how are you? Well, I'm in my 40s. You were. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, you know what? Our times have changed. How am I going to put this? A woman in her 40s, even 50 years ago, was a totally different, looked at totally different than a woman in her 40s now. And I totally agree with Tracy that, life really starts. Actually, do you know what, Tracy? I was reading something the other day, depending on who wrote it. It's actually even later than that now, that they're saying that I think they almost said like 65 that it starts. Do you know, as long as we have our health, we can age gracefully. But, having good health, that can be an affliction for a young person too. So, you kind of roll the dice with good health or bad health. I do think maybe we need to stop trying to look. Yeah. Yes, I think so too. I think it's I think trying to be something that we've already see. This is the thing. We've already been that. They're not days gone by. We've already done that part. We've done the 25 and we've done the 35 and the 45, depending how old we've done that. Been there, done that. So I think it's really important that we spend more time looking towards the future and all the things that you can do. Do you know what Justine Bateman said that really, really got me? And she said it when she was being interviewed. And she said, "What do you have in your basket?" And it really made me stop and think. I thought, what do I have? What is in my basket? Because what she was saying, as we carry on in life, it's really important to have stuff in our basket, whether that is whether it's your family or your children, or whether it's cooking or being a connoisseur of wine, or whether it be traveling or your wardrobe, and even if it's not putting makeup on, or if that's your thing, but you need to have stuff in your basket. And I think that was really important, because I think a lot of people just think there's nothing beyond like a certain number, and there is. The other thing that they said that was really, really cool, I know everybody relaxed, is that, and I do a video on that too. Will I lose my sex appeal when I'm turned 70? So I did that in my 60s. But one of the gals said, you know what? And being intimate has no expiry date either. So our future is like, there's so much to look forward to. We need to just make sure that we have the right attitude and be open to, to doing whatever you want to do that you're capable of doing. I agree that you got to have health. You got to have your health. I'm trying to read these now. Who was on? Who's on the what? Using what? The machines. What I was saying, Lisa, is because I did go back and watch the Tamara Hall show. I don't know if you remember, but Sandra Hart did a community post, and she had mentioned that she was going to be on the Tamara Hall show, and I'd never seen that show. So anyway, I did end up finding it in order to record it, because I'm in Canada, as you know. And yeah, I think health is most important too. But anyway, so I went on it, and so they had, well, you know who was on it because they talked about it: Paulina Porskova, Christy Brinkley, and Justine Bateman. And Christy Brinkley, I mean, she's looking pretty and doing, she was talking about that she hadn't done her forehead, but she'd had some things done here and whatever, and about aging and how she's feeling good. But it really bothered me then at the end she was going, okay, I got my pen. She's going, okay, so this one I use here, and then this one you can use. So she was giving a little thing, and I thought I really just wanted the heart and soul of how she was feeling about the process she was going through. And when I was looking at her, I thought she was the with everything she was doing, she was not keeping that beautiful, youthful look that she had. Paulina, I thought she's just sitting right there, like she just wants to do it all, just be who she is with a great attitude, aging process, and she's just gorgeous. But I loved, she was, I was feeling how I'm feeling. I would never do injectables or anything like that, nothing. But Christy Brinkley, I don't know. I thought your face is changing. I don't know what you're doing, but your face is changing. And then, of course, Justin Bateman. You know, it was really weird, you guys, because at first I thought, oh my God, Justine, you are so brave. Honest to goodness, that when I first saw her, I went, wow, you're really brave. Then I got closer and she did have a little bit, and I thought, wow, that's the kind of courage I want, because she's just saying, this is what it is. This is the journey. And I love when when you write a book, you've got, like all these different people in your life that are associated with you. We'll put a little blurb in before your book gets published. And Michael J. Fox was the first one. And of course, he's Canadian, so I thought that was kind of cool. And I thought, well, he's got a great attitude towards getting older. And I don't know. I think it's attitude. I just think it's all about attitude. Jane Fonda. But Jane Fonda's had a lot done, though. She's got a wonderful attitude. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I didn't know how much she had done, actually, Lisa. But yeah, I think she had. So it's, hang on, you guys. I just need to do this for a minute. No. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure something out here, and I can't. Okay. I'm just trying to do this for a minute. Okay. I just need to give somebody time. I feel bad for the women in the public eye that has to age with us. I agree, Linda. And I think that's what it sort of was all of, because these were all famous women that were out there. But it's also, I think, the famous women that, not like Justine, she's the first one that's come out and kind of saying it's okay for us just to gracefully be ourselves. It's about having a great attitude. Be who you are. You're interesting. You are still beautiful. And I think it's Bill's coming in here. Hi, honey.
Hey.
Okay.
Just saying hello.
Okay, thanks. Bill just got home from the golf course. And it was also Hollywood that I think made a lot of women feel insecure to get older, because you would see movie stars, and I guess I must have been, like I always often say to Lisa, I guess I'm under a rock, where they don't have any flab, they don't have any jowls, they don't have anything going on. And I'm going, see, we think we have to be all of that. And I just don't think we have to be all of that. I think we have to just be ourselves. And like I said, I was really on thin ice for about the last 2 years on YouTube, because I just thought, you know what? I guess it's not about attitude. It's all about a number, and I need to change, and I need to do more, and I need to do this and that, and I don't have to. Kilroy. Oh, hi. How are you? Attitude. Yes. Exactly. And you just nailed it. attitude because you refuse to grow up. Nobody said you have to grow up. We just have to be smarter. It's just, there's some things we may not choose to do that we did when we were 20 that were probably things that could get me into trouble. But yeah, it's all about attitude. I have got many friends that are 60 who have really bad attitudes, and they need to pull up their socks and get with it because life is short. It really is. I mean, it's kind of, I'm trying to catch up on all these comments, but it goes by so fast. Just, yeah. You're right. Linda is compassion and soul and a big smile and being good, but that's what, yeah, that's our makeup, right? That's who you're made of. And I think I've said this a lot of times. It's like Justin Bateman says. Actually, I don't think that's her saying in the very last story in her book. I think it's the lady that passed, and it refers to her working with fabric and so forth. And it's actually the lady that says 1 square foot. That's it. This is 1 square foot that determines on how a lot of us feel. And then there was this university. One of the stories in there is of a 49-year-old gal that goes back to university to finish some of her courses, and she's sitting in some psychology class or something. I don't know. She's like 250 students in the class, and the professor makes some comment about when a woman's in her childbearing years, how beautiful she is, and then of course after that, as you get older, you're unattractive. You're not in childbearing years, and you're unattractive. So, and nobody said anything, and she was watching the young women around her, like making these notes, like unattractive, undesirable, I think the word was. And so she actually challenged the professor, and she said, "Well, are you teaching the tribal thing here? Like, we're going back thousands of years?" And she challenged him actually. And that was really interesting. So I would encourage. It was $19 for me to get it on my phone, and I've been reading it and really enjoying it. So yeah, I'm all for attitude. I'm not for a number. So I think we definitely need to empower ourselves and say, as long as I have a great attitude about life, I have a healthy attitude. Now, having said that, there are some days it's really hard to maybe just get your, say, oh, well, I'm feeling great today. And yeah, you go, no, I just can't pull it together. But that's okay. That's just changing your attitude. But we can get out of it. It's what we think. Everything is about what we think up here and not what other people think. Today I went, Zoe said, in my wheelchair. And he was laughing. He took, yeah, that's got to be, Dee, that's got to be something that we don't think about because we're not in that situation. But you're right. I mean, I bet you a lot of times are people just, you become invisible to people. I think that's really cool. Yeah, I think that's really cool. Sounds like a cool guy. Very, very sweet guy. A lot of heart. And obviously a great attitude. You don't feel, I got a line in my TV and it's really like, oh my gosh, hello. Hi, Janine. How are you, sweetie? Good to see you. In fact, that's really cool that you're here. Am I allowed to say who you are? Can I tell people who you are in my life? I better get permission. You never know, right? You never know. I'm reading this. Now you guys are all talking. I'm missing out. Yes, we do need to say hello. I'm just sitting here reading. You think people are afraid? Well, Dee, I think sometimes it's because people don't know what to say. It yeah, it's like, when somebody has gets really sick, somebody, or all of a sudden somebody loses somebody, you can never find the right words to say, but I think to say something is better than, even if it's not perfect. I often say, I don't know what to say, but I want to say something. And I think we've got, we've got some family members that are in that have things in their lives that are challenging, more than challenging. And so we always make sure that those people are included in our conversations, and we sit beside them and take time with them, because just because the outward visual, you think that person sitting in a wheelchair or may not be able to speak that well, their minds are working fine. And so it's important to acknowledge them. And even if their minds aren't working fine, probably us having a conversation with them makes them feel better, like including them. And I've seen that. Yeah, you said that before, Judith, that you write letters. I used to send postcards to my grandkids when I was in Palm Springs. Not as often as I should, but I got as much out of it as they did, because I thought, they should put those in a box and treasure them, like put them in a what do they call them, one of those time capsules, because there won't be such a thing probably in the next 5 to 10 years. So it's it's something very special. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Oh, all the way from Australia? Aren't you? Let's see. What time is it for you? Uh, Tyra has all of them. Yeah. Well, that's what I say sometimes too, Michelle. I don't know what to say. Sometimes just a hug is okay too. Well, my grandson still has all the cards that I've sent him. So see, Judith, that pays off. Yeah. We age, yeah. Well, I think as we get older, we get quite interesting. And of course, because, experience counts. 11:30 a.m. Okay. In the morning. And it's beautiful weather there because you're in summer. You guys, I've been friends with Michelle for quite a few years on YouTube. So, like I said, a stranger is a friend you haven't met yet. So make sure you go. She does all fashions, really cool fashion and really fun things. And yeah, make sure you do that. No, she's not 50. She's over 50. Oh, it's autumn and it's gorgeous. Really? Are you guys through your summer already? Seems like you just started your summer. We're going to get a really nice week this week in Vancouver. We're going to get sun and it's going to be beautiful. And I'm going to definitely be wearing one of my hats up there that Lisa says that I should wear now, which I'm trying to be very good about it. I am. I'm still going to put my legs in the sun though. Who writes will stay. That's really cool. Yeah, I think social media. I think a lot of my girlfriends actually get annoyed with me because I pick up the phone and I call them, and it's almost like you could have just sent me a text. No, I can't just send you a text, because you know what? When I talk to somebody on the phone, like the people that I love and care about, I can pick up on their moods when I'm talking on the phone. And if they're sending a text, I don't know, they could be totally spoofing me about, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. In their voices, I can hear it for sure. For sure. 65 in July. 65. This seems so like such a long time ago. That went by really fast. 65 was good. 65. Okay, and you're 60. Are you 64, Michelle? Okay. Time's moved on. I think I met you when you're 61. There we go. Well, I'll be 71 in May 14. And I was actually born on Mother's Day, 1950. Yep. So I'm the gift that keeps on giving. It's the credit card, right? But it's like I say, having an attitude about anything and everything in our lives, a good one, is a good place to be, because we meet lots of people who have attitudes, but they have bad attitudes, and that's really sad for them, because having a bad attitude about life can affect everything. It affects how you look, how you feel, the things that you do to others. So there has to be a shift for sure. Yes, that's right. Actually, Michelle, I remember you telling me that. Is your sister the same age? Are we the same age? I know, I'm not sure. Oh, thanks, pal. Pearl. I think it's how I said Pearl. Did I say it right? Thank you. I try to have a good attitude. I don't have a good attitude all the time. July the 19th. Okay. Judith, yours is coming up too. No, she's, you know what? I have a line in my TV. I wonder if I can read it on here. Sorry, guys, I'm having a glitch here. Oh, she's about 76. Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to have to get a new TV. It's like I'm getting this studio, this whole thing built up. I should never get a guest, because actually this used to be the guest bedroom, and it's like totally disappeared. But I have a good attitude. If I have company, I'll put them in the guest suite in our condo just down the way. There you go. You've never had her on your channel. Michelle, you should, if your sister's going to be 76, she has a fabulous attitude, you should put her on your YouTube channel one of these days. That's really encouraging for all of us to be watching women with great attitudes. Then there's guys. Hi, Peter. How are you? Good to see you. There's guys. I think it's the same thing for guys. Bill turned 78 last month, and he's got a fabulous attitude. In fact, I often say to him, "Why don't you grow up?" But yeah, he doesn't have to. That's okay. But yeah, same thing with guys, right? I mean, you meet guys that are like 60 that don't want to get up and do anything. It just, yeah. So I'm very lucky to have a guy that, Bill just still likes to go golfing. I mean, he used to play hockey, but he can't do that anymore, but he'd love to. And he, so he did everything as much as he could till the time that for health reasons he had to quit, but he still loves hitting that golf ball. And I know lots of women like that too, much older than me, that go out and play an unbelievable golf game. I mean, that have a fabulous attitude towards life and doing things. I'm reading you guys now. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Linda. She's a retiring. She's got much to do. Okay. 60. That's good. Well, yeah, you're right, bears and butters. I mean, it's if you don't use it, you're going to lose it, and that's got to do with our attitudes. A lot of people say, do you know what I think? Part of the problem is that a lot of times, and this is going back days, like years and years ago, is that we kind of got put in a box, right? Okay, go back to maybe not before me, where you had your children, you're a mom, you do this, and then you're done. Like, you just kind of do these things, and this is the way you look, and you're a grandma to these kids, and you bake cookies with them, you do all that. Well, heck no. grandmas and omas now, they go swimming, they go skiing with their kids. I mean, I don't go skiing with mine, but I'll go in the water with mine. Somebody was talking the other day, can't remember, one of my subscribers, about, not being comfortable in her bathing suit in front of her grandkids or whatever. And I thought, I mean, my kids all love to go to a place called Cultus Lake. In fact, my kids grew up there. I don't think about it at all. I mean, it's my bathing suit, and I'm their Oma or grandma, and I love to be in the water with the kids and hang out. So that's not going to stop me. To me, and that's got to do about my attitude, about how I feel about it. And I'm going in there to have some fun. Who knows? The day may come that I can't do that. So best I do it now. You keep them going. Kent is 60. I have to read it on here. Oh, this is really weird. Okay. Yeah. See, it's all about attitude. And that rubs off too, right, Lisa? I mean, if your husband's got a great attitude, we kind of pull up our socks and say, hey, we need to have one too. Or if we're feeling down a little bit, because it's something that really rubs off on each other, right? 80. Well, there you go. There you go. I missed Judith, my husband. Sorry, you guys. I'm backtracking here. Yeah. You said it. We got to have a zest of life. You got to have the desire within you to do it. But I'm kind of think it's really cool that I think there's something happening, like with a lot of women. I think it's really great to have the conversation about aging. And we shouldn't worry about using the word aging. It's something that we all hope to do, but we all hope to do it with a really healthy attitude. And do it however you feel you need to do it. Because I know Lisa someone goes, thanks, Steve. I think sometimes we think it doesn't matter how you do it. If you choose to do it, if you feel comfortable, if you need to do Botox, if somebody asked me for my opinion, I would tell you my opinion. Nobody's asking me for my opinion, so I'm not going to say anything. But if that's how you're going to get older with a great attitude, then go ahead and do it. But I think it's also important that us girls that feel we don't need to do it, and you don't need to do it, we're still beautiful. All of that is just, it's the attitude, is how we decide we're going to do it, is going to be the mirror that we're looking at. They're going to say, yes, you're okay, you're just fine. That there's no pressure on that we have to look a certain way. Because I think a lot of times these things are just done. Why? I don't know. I guess I don't get it. To be who you were when you were 40 or 50? I don't know. I don't know if I was that much better when I was 40 or 50. I had more ahead of me as long as I stayed healthy. But I didn't. No, I don't think I would. There's maybe certain things that would be an advantage if I could actually go back and have a few more years that I would do differently, but not as far as how I'm physically looking. I don't know. I've never really thought that much about it as I have in the last 2 years. I'm just rambling now. Yes, we need to all thank Judith's husband for his service, because he was over in Germany, actually. That's how they met. What? Yeah, I think you're right, Lisa. But I think it best comes better from an expert. Do you know what? I just too chicken to put any foreign objects in my body. Like I already have knee replacements and hip replacement. I don't need anything more foreign in my body than that. Like I'm good with that. That at least keeps me moving. That keeps me looking young and gives me a great attitude too. So I'm not going to do that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's really it looks actually, I used a little bit of blue shampoo and that purple shampoo about, oh my gosh, I think before Christmas, and it's like it's still in there. But thank you. Yes, I actually am really happy with my hair as well. It's a little bit yellow at the ends. I don't even know if I can show you guys, but it's not too bad. It's a little bit yellow at the ends, which I normally get over time, but I normally have it really short. So once all of this is over, I'm going to go and get my hair cut. Have you? Yeah, this is totally, Linda, this is totally my natural color. This is totally me right at the roots. I don't know how much further I can pull it back. I am very fortunate, but it was salt and pepper for a while. And when my hair's wet, it still looks like I actually have some dark hair, but I don't. But yeah, so it's kind of cool. But thank you. Hi, Jen. How are you? Good to see you, girl. We're on the same time zone. I'm glad you're here. I'm just reading these now. Okay, you like a little Botox. Well, you know what? I think it's whatever you're comfortable with. Have clients. Yep. I know, but nobody ever talks about those. Nobody wants to talk. It's really funny, you know? It's like normally when something bad happens, it's like they say bad news travels faster than good news. But when it comes to stuff like Botox and stuff, you have to go and watch one of those reality shows to see what's happened to people. But yeah, I just wouldn't do it. I'm just too chicken. I've seen too many. And not only that, you know what's really scary too, and you guys know, I mean, I've talked about this before. I mean, Bill's a dentist. He's actually a dentist surgeon. And he goes into the OR and does all that stuff. Can you tell me, oh, my teeth done? I need them done. But to think that you can go and I don't know if they're doing it in Canada yet, but to think that you can walk into a dentist's office and have them put Botox in your face. I don't know. I don't think I'm all that comfortable with that. I'm terrified. I had my vaccine. Yeah, I don't like watching. I get them, Jen, but I don't watch. I don't watch. Okay. Yeah, they're places not to, yeah, that's for sure. Unfortunately, Michelle, not all of those places get talked about until after something happens. That's yeah. I'm reading you guys. I'm not ignoring you. No. Do you know what? It's but I guess some people just need to do it. They just need to, for if that's what's going to get them through their journey, feeling better about themselves, and I guess they got to do it. I mean, who are we to say, right? So yeah. Do you know what, Michelle? I didn't even know that these were called 11s. I didn't ever, not until I went on YouTube. So I didn't know. I had no idea. Okay. Crows. Well, I don't know. I have it all. Good night, Dee. I'm glad you came here. Yeah, you're like 3 hours ahead of us, so it's almost 11 o'clock for you. But I'm really glad you showed up. I'm glad you dropped in. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys say good night to Dee. I'm just going to bed. Oh. I'm reading all this stuff. I almost wish I wasn't doing the live, that I could just sit here and read. I don't have 11s. I don't have 11s. I have an upside down 7. I'm trying to imagine. Okay, Linda, I'm trying to figure that out. Okay. Oh, like this. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I have them. I don't know. I can't. Do you know what? I can't even see that, so I don't know. I guess I have them. Yep. Jen, I've gone back to doing my face yoga. I was just telling Lisa actually last week that I started doing them. Oh my gosh, let me get it. I got to show you guys. This is really quite comical. If I can get off my chair. Okay, I just found these. This came back in the 80s with Body Flex. Okay, so I was saying to Bill not too long ago, obviously I really liked it because when I started cleaning out one of the cupboards, I found two of those bars to do all her exercises, but they were really good. Really good. I still have them, still use them. But the face exercise, I started doing them back in the 80s. But I was telling Lisa I wasn't consistent. And it's all about being consistent. So I've been very good doing what Lisa does at night when I go to bed. And I do my exercises and maybe a few extra ones. So, and then this, right? Who's doing this? Lisa, do you do this? I think you do. Do you know who used to do this? Zsa Zsa Gabor. Used to, I don't know whose TV show she was on. Oh, I'm trying to think who it might be. It might have been Merv Griffin, going back a long time. And she would do this here. It's a lot of things that we can do for ourselves that we don't have to get somebody to put into our faces, right? It's a muscle memory, yes. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Well, I have some muscles other places, and I wish they'd have a memory too. Are you, Michelle, have you tried them or you're going to try them? Is that what you're saying? Oh, do you know what, Linda? My skin is really changing right now. I've been on peaches. Lisa got me on her regime. I started, I'm going to try to remember, December the 19th. And I have been on that ever since. And I'm having quite a journey because, of course, as like I say, I'm an older canvas. But thank you. We're working on it. I've kind of committed to doing a year of Peaches skincare. I've always looked after my skin as it. I'm talking about washing my face, putting some serum on, and the serum only the last 5 years, but always putting on a really good moisturizer. That's all I've done since December the 19th. I've done more skincare than I've done in 7 years. So I'm on quite a journey, but thank you. I appreciate that. So we'll see. And I've never tried those frowny things, but I must get some or whatever, or maybe just keep my face like this. He cracked me up. Why? What did I say? Yeah, I do too. It's but the other thing too that I really love about I mean, Lisa, I like to get Lisa on with me, but we kind of do it every other live. But the other thing that I love about going to Lisa's channel is that, she gives you alternatives too. Like whoever would have thought of, using baking powder as a bit of a scrub. And I just went out and got my big bottle of milk of magnesia. And then when I was talking to her the other day, I said, I think my skin was a lot drier than I thought it was. And so it was a few days ago. She said, well, you know what? Don't be afraid to use some Vaseline, right? That's what you said, Lisa. And so anyway, and you make me laugh too, because she goes, wow, you're peeling like a snake. So that's really good. So, there's lots of like little things that you can do at home to help yourself too with the things that she offers. So I think that's a really good thing to know too. Okay, all right, thank you. Now it is. Yeah, it is. But it's kind of fun. I mean, actually, I was tempted to quit doing Lisa's regime because I thought, oh my gosh, I was seeing things I've never seen before, but it was all there. It was all there. It just was visible. So it's been really interesting. Well, we'll talk more about that when Lisa and I are on together, because then we can just like banter back and forth a little bit more. Okay, I'm trying to milk of magnesia. Yes. Oh, we gotta get some water. That's okay, Judith. Can't leave for too long though. Yes, I couldn't believe the Vaseline actually was really it even plumped my face. Oh my gosh. Yes, Doris Day. Oh, was it that movie she was in with was it Gary Grant? Where she's underneath trying to fix the kitchen sink. Something's leaking and he walks in. That oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of the movie. It's so cute. It is so cute. Marilyn Monroe, yes. Well, Linda, you've got to, when you've got time, there's a live that Bill and I did, my husband and I did. I think it was one of our first ones. I think it was our first live that we ever did, where we go to Frank Sinatra's house. And he had, well, it shows you the grounds, some of the grounds and so forth. That's before iPhones or these things were handy. So I do have pictures, but I actually was in the room that he had built for Marilyn Monroe. So it's kind of cool. It's got some of her things in there. So some interesting stories. You must forgive me. You're forgiven. Well, never mind. You're being coerced by Ken. You guys have a good evening. Everybody deserves time off. Bye, Lisa. You guys make sure that you go visit Lisa too, right? I won't be in bed for a long time. Yeah, we were really, it's through a family member and so forth that we got to go there. So I do have some clips in there of her room and where she stayed. And some of her clothes are hanging in there. I tell a story about her little poodle dog. But yes, definitely Marilyn Monroe. Calamity Jane. Yeah, that was a good one too. Audrey Hepburn, yeah. Do you know what? There's so many. I think actually Sophia Loren was one of my favorites, just because she was so beautiful. And I think I loved her accent. And she's still absolutely stunning. So I think I like her. I don't know. We had so many talented actresses, but there weren't. You knew who all the movie stars were because we didn't have as many as we know nowadays. Somebody will say, "Oh, so and so," and I go, "Oh, I've never heard of them. Who is that?" It's a saturated market now, if I may say so. Yes, actually, she did, and I actually watched. Actually, I watched an interview that her son did with her. Did you see that, Michelle? It was really good. Yeah, she's stunning. She really is. But you guys, I just have to have a drink of water. I don't know if I can pick this up here. So those of you, I don't know if anybody was here and missed it, but Jen, I don't know if you were here, but I just got the book by Justin Bateman, Face. I don't know if you guys saw that interview that Tamron Hall did with a bunch of movie stars, and I just bought it and I can't. It's 49 individual stories of aging, getting older, and they're women from age 22 to 89, and it is really, really good. I really, really am enjoying it, and it has been quite a while since I've sat down and actually got myself a book. Actually, I got it on, I don't know if I can pull this up here. I got it on my iPhone. And here it is. Okay, and this is what she says, and I love this in case you... bye, Jen. See you later. Let's see if I can find it. Somebody's sending me messages that I can't respond to right now. Good night, Jen. Thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. And you guys, if you want to see somebody do the most hilarious videos with awesome editing, Jen does an incredible job. I don't really apply any makeup or anything like that, but I so enjoy watching her videos. They are really, really, really good. So I hope you guys get to know her. You're a huge Marilyn Monroe fan. I have some pictures. I can't find them. Actually, I do think one of my thumbnails, I've got it. They had that huge statue of Marilyn Monroe. It's just massive. I have no idea how tall it was, but I've got pictures of Bill and I standing underneath it, and they had it in Palm Springs for the longest time. I don't know, Jeff, if you're still around, you might remember that. I'm trying to think. Was it there about 4 or 5 years ago? It was just massive. You would have loved it, Judith. It was so cool. Yeah. So she's still very popular. Only one Marilyn. You guys, I'll take a sip of water. Thank you. Well, it is 7 o'clock. Yeah, she does. Jen does have a YouTube channel. She does. And, where is, just a minute. I'll try to find it for you. Jen, where are you? She just did a video not that long ago. Well, you know what? I think it's just Jen. I think it's just Jen Jackson. Go and have a look. I'll try to find it and see it's here. But she's got a fabulous channel. You'll just love her. I mean, she's got such a great sense of humor. She's so authentic, and I love her. You know what you see is what you get, and you'll really enjoy her videos. Yeah, I'm surprised that she doesn't get more support. Actually, she should have more support. Yes, definitely do that, Linda. I'm sure she'll like it. What? Oh, this thing is on. Right. You've done one wearing a lot of really cool outfits. But that you guys, Michelle's channel. Michelle used to be in the clothing business, didn't you, Michelle? Didn't you have your own store or something like that? Who's the actress got discovered in an ice cream shop? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea who that is. Yeah, okay. Yes. So Michelle had a fashion business in the fashion business. So I mean, this girl's got more clothes happening than anybody I know. I mean, you shop your closet, girl. You got so much in there. It's incredible. There you go. Well, you guys, normally I only do an hour. It's 7:05, and I don't want to keep everybody doing from what they're doing. I really feel I've kind of babbled on about attitude this time, but that's okay. Yeah, you do a lot of thrifting, but they've kind of cut back on that, didn't they? They didn't like you hanging out in the store or something. That's a real problem in Canada. No stores really like you coming in with a camera at all. At all. Even Costco here, you have a camera, they just come in and shut you down immediately. So it surprises me. Actually, the guy in head office in Kirkland, Washington, which isn't too far, he said, you know what, if we ever decide that people, because there's like some sort of privacy thing and doing it without, they actually have a form that you can apply to do filming in their store. They may give it to you, they may not. But he said, you know, it could be a copyright deal down the road. So I wouldn't do it. Anyway, so nice meeting everyone. This was fun. Linda, thanks for coming. Really appreciate it. That's awesome. Judith, I really babbled on this time, but that's okay. Do you know what I think would be really fun? You know how Lisa comes on and does videos with me. We're going to try to, we're definitely going to continue that. I think we're trying to decide twice a month. I love you too, sweetheart. Thank you. That's my girl. She's got her birthday tomorrow, you guys. Everybody say happy 46th birthday to my daughter tomorrow. There she is, Christina R. I keep telling her I was in the hospital already at this time, 46 years ago. But, you know, if any of you ever want to come on and do a live with me, send me an email. My email's in my about on my channel, and we can set it up ahead of time. I don't think I want to do any lives with more than 2 people because it's really hard. People start talking over each other. But if anybody ever wants to do that, let me know, and happy to arrange it. We can do this. It'll be fun. Look at that. All those birthday wishes coming in, honey. Okay. Well, she's going to the golf course tomorrow. Her sweetie's taking her to the golf course, and they're going to have probably a drink, and they're going to play some golf. So they're going to have a great birthday. I did my job. I gave birth to her. Okay, well, think about it, you guys. If you want to do that, Linda, if that's something you want to do in the future, we can arrange that. I have seen lives where you know, I can like just pop people on. But, you know, it's really hard to watch a live when you've got 3 or 4 people and they end up cutting each other off. And what happens is the whole thing becomes about 3 or 4 people on the screen having their conversation, and everybody over there is kind of left out in left field. So that's what I kind of thought we would do. Okay, so anybody wants to do that, let me know. Send me an email. Sweetheart, my daughter, have a great birthday. Thanks for being here and supporting your mama. And all the Judith, Michelle, all the rest, Linda. Did I leave anybody out? Oh my goodness, my goodness. Michelle, Judith, Linda, that's who's left here. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you being here. And we'll do it again 6 o'clock next Saturday. Okay, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, right attitude, girls. It's like, you know, we just got to make sure we look after ourselves, and if we have the right attitude, we can do it. Thanks, guys. Love you all. I am ending the broadcast. See ya.